back to Take Two. This is Raquel coming at you. Happy day 4 or 5 of January. I think it's the 4th. I went to Target today because we needed some things. I got detergent. I got like scalp serum because we're having healthy hair in 2024. I can't. So I think it was like day 2, the 2nd of January, and I cut my hair. This is a wig, guys, by the way, because I just want to leave it alone. Usually I have extensions in, but the ones that I like, they're a little pricey, but they're worth it. But until I get more financially stable, I'm going to get them back, and then we'll have extensions again. But this is a wig that I got off of Amazon, and it's great. Anywho, yeah, I cut all the dead ends off because I'm like, I have length, but what length if it's dead? And I kid you not, that is so freeing energetically, because you're not keeping on what doesn't work for you. You know, it's like you're letting go of things that don't serve your highest good. Like for me, the longer you keep split ends and dead ends, it just goes up your shaft, and then you're not gonna have any healthy hair, and then it's gonna get worse. So I just literally cut everything. So we still have hair. We still have like a little pixie cut, but we cut it. We had to. It was needed, but it's so healthy. So I got like scalp treatment, and protein bars and coconut milk for my smoothies because I need to eat. Because I'm on the road most of the time. This is the first time in a long time that I actually had free time to make content for YouTube. And it's really funny because somebody came on my TikTok live, was like, when are you posting on YouTube? I'm like, I didn't know anybody was watching, so I didn't know anybody was missing me. So hi. But yeah, so I went to Target and I was just like, oh, okay, so this is like another kind of, I see it as another spiritual thing because, you know, lately money wasn't always that great. So like going back into the spending realm, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. Don't be scared because you don't want to spend money while you're feared. You gotta take a deep breath, go in, but only spend money that you need. And everything that I got, I needed because I was gonna use, and it's not gonna be wasteful. So also Target doesn't have dates. You know, the fruit dates, they don't have that for some reason. I don't know. They were like, we have cranberries. I'm like, that's nice, but I asked for dates, but you don't. That's fine. Maybe Trader Joe's, but nonetheless, maybe next time. But no, so we did that, and I was checking out, and all I said was just like, Lord, I know I will have enough money. I have enough money for what's ever in here. And she bags all my stuff, and I didn't see it populate on the little computer thing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, how much was it? And she was like, oh, it's almost $300. And without a flinch, I was just like, okay, I knew exactly. And I said, Lord, thank you for the tangible abundance that I had to pay enough for like my stuff. And I go to the car, and there was this man, and he was just like, hi. And I thought he said, can you help me find something? And, you know, stranger danger, everybody, stranger danger. So I was just like, what? Like, what are you asking? And I didn't walk away from my car or anything because I'm like, I didn't know if that was like a trap. I'm sorry, this is the climate that we're in now. Especially like I'm 5'2", a woman, and you know, a man was yelling something that I could barely understand because there was wind, and I was just like, I don't want to walk to you and then get snatched. So I hate that we live in this kind of industry, but I just messed up my hair by doing that. But no, that's like the world that we live in now. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep putting my groceries in the trunk. Next, you know, he walks past I put the groceries in my car. I get in the car, and he walks past my car, and he's like, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but I was wondering, what I was trying to say is just like, I was wondering if you had any extra money on you so I can buy a hot meal before they kick me out of the parking lot. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I gave him like some extra cash, but I was just like, you know, you never know people's actual struggle. You don't. You really don't. And I was just like, thank you, Lord, for, giving me the gift of abundance financially this time to not only pay for my meal, but have something extra for somebody else. Because even though you feel like you're going through a hard time, somebody else is most likely going through a worse time than you. I usually do like food in a blanket and, or like some protein snacks. But it's cold outside, and I didn't know where this guy was staying, and I was just like, oh, here's like a couple $1. I wish it was more. But then I, rolled up my window, and next thing you know, I saw another lady. I guess she saw like the interaction. I saw another lady, and she gave willingly without him asking, cash. And it made me think about this quote that I always say, an echo starts with one voice. And that could be like a duality. It could be good or bad. But if somebody sees somebody doing good, maybe that encouraged them to also do good. So if we keep showing and doing and sending so much love and light to other people, I wonder what the world will be like, If it's just like a continuous echo around the world. Just one little thing. It doesn't have to be money. It just support. Kindness. It could be just opening a door for a stranger. But, she felt comfortable because I only saw her from, like, if you're not aware of your surroundings, you need to start doing that. But I saw her from behind, like, in the back, and I was just like, okay, cool. But she saw me give, and she's like, oh, I feel comfortable enough because, she was also another woman. And she felt comfortable enough to be like, hey, excuse me, I want to give too. So I thought that was a beautiful moment. That was a really beautiful moment. An echo starts from one voice, and let that voice be love. So thank you so much for watching. And oh my gosh, Target is really expensive.